never golden rays kiss verdant fields as your waves to sky they yield. Blossoms bloom, autumn's fall, your hand, you're touching it all. Oh, how the soul longs to unite with the source of all light, pure and bright. In silence of colors, heart finds peace in the divine's embrace. All worry cease. Colors of the rainbow, whispers of divine. In every heart they shine, in souls they climb. Meeting of soul and supreme, so true. In life's dance we find our hue. Let colors guide in sacred dance. In each moment of life take the chance. Meet the supreme in colors we see. In unity, love eternally free. Oh, how the soul longs to unite with the source of all light, pure and bright. In silence of colors, heart finds peace in the divine's embrace. All worry cease. Colors of the rainbow, whispers of divine. In every heart they shine, in souls they climb. Meeting of soul and supreme, so true. In life's dance we find our hue. Let colors guide in sacred dance. In each moment of life take the chance. Meet the supreme in colors we see. In unity, love eternally free. Oh, how the soul longs to unite with the source of all light, pure and bright. In silence of colors, heart finds peace in the divine's embrace. All worry cease.
Om Shanti and good evening, everyone. As we are about to enter the topic of real beauty and coloring of me, I guess you enjoyed that song. So welcome each and everyone as we gather to celebrate something truly special, unique and vibrant within each of us, just as the festival of Holi, which burst with colors and joy. We carry virtues and quality that make us kind. Each colors represent a part of our personality, our kindness, strength, wisdom, and love. We embrace our uniqueness. We create a masterpiece of beauty and harmony within ourselves and the world around us. As we got Sister Lou to guide us through this journey of discovering the real beauty and color me, we all honor to have Dr. Lou Bemmel with us today. She is a dedicated medical doctor from Suriname She had made a significant contribution to health and the pediatric, which had also been profound spiritual journey in search of truth. Since she joined the Brahma Kumari in 1993, she had been sharing her wisdom as a teacher, lecturer, and a facilitator, merging the world of medicine and spirituality. Currently, she serves as a nation coordinator for the Brahma Kumari in Suriname and is also facilitator for the Value in Healthcare with the Janki Foundation. So as we all about to listen from Dr. Lou Bemmel, welcome, welcome. Om Shanti. Over to you, sweet sister.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Sister Saraswati. And thank you all, Guyana family,
Most
for
welcome.
having me online. And I can't keep myself from thinking of many years back when we used to do the insights physically in the center in Kingston. And so it's an old connection, it's a sweet connection. And I'm very happy to be with you. Just check on the sound, and is it okay?
Yes, yes. For me, it's
Yes.
okay.
Perfectly clear.
Oh,
It's clear.
It's clear.
so I think I share the happiness with you all to be together this evening, and especially around this season of Holi. There is a lot of festivity. There is a lot of happiness people are sharing from the outer self, doing things together, celebrating together, coloring each other with physical colors. And for many years, we know this festival because also in Suriname, it's a holiday. And but this spiritual study helped me personally to understand on the next level what this coloring means. Because I was thinking this evening that why do we use colors? Why is not everything black and white? And I realized that color brings out beauty. It brings out beauty, and that is why we love colors. But then again, those colors that we're using on the outside are a reflection of how we feel inside. And I used to check in on, and I will ask you this question so you can check for yourself as well. That if you were to choose a color of your choice, what would it be? Just think. If you go in a shop or if you see something on a table displayed, which color will attract you first? There must be one somewhere. Huh? And, like I was thinking lately that there is a preference in the colors that we choose. When we arrange colors, when we choose colors, when we want to decorate something, there is a preference that we all have. And that preference is also connected to the combination of colors that we're using. Like some will use red and always combine red with yellow. The next one will choose green and always connect green with yellow. And so there is this whole set of colors that we know and that we feel safe with also. When we were young in school, you must remember kindergarten, no? We were getting these colorful pencils or blocks to play with. Can you remember that? You know, we used to get these building blocks. I don't know how you call them. You know, like you can create little things, build them, put them on top of each other, put them side by side. And we used to choose certain colors. And especially when you are with a group, then it becomes very interesting to see what color you want to use, what color the next one want to use. And then the teacher would say, you play together and put them together and make it something colorful. And it's from that, young age, I don't remember, I must have been, I think 7 or 8, that we learned about this rainbow, and that there are some basic colors that are for everything. And like a little rhyme, you remember it, that it starts with red, then you have orange, then you have yellow, then you have green, then you have blue, and then you have purple or violet. You remember this? This is like this set of colors that always comes in this certain sequence. And only later I started to deeper understand that it's only 3 colors actually. It's red, it's yellow, and it's blue. So these are the basic colors, and all other colors are the mixture of that. So now when we come into spirituality and we start understanding things on the next level, one of the beautiful things that I started to understand is the first color is red, and red is representing power. Red is representing power. And power is something that we all want. We all want to be powerful. Each and every one of us. We want to be powerful. We want to be at least in charge of ourselves. And if we can't be in charge of ourselves, we try to be in charge of others and boss them around because we want to be powerful. And in the world today, power is mismatched with might. And so people use their powers to increase their might in the world. And they say we are a powerful country because we can do this, we can do this, we can break this, and we can make this. And this is how we now understand power. But inner power, inner strength, is not just making and breaking. Inner power, inner strength is self-mastery. And self-mastery, that inner power, is also remembered on the path of devotion in the form of goddess Durga. You remember Durga? Durga Mata? She's always dressed in red. And she is depicted as the goddess of power. So when people on the path of devotion want to gain back their inner strength, they will do puja for Durga Mata. And they will make sure that they dress her up nicely in the red sari. No? And so this color red, the color of power, is actually depicting our relationship also with the Supreme as Father. So this color red, which we call as the first color, is also connected with the relationship of me as a spiritual being with the spiritual Father, the source of all powers. And so we call him the Almighty Authority. And Almighty means that his powers, when I connect with his powers, with that source, my inner strength and my inner powers can get back to me. And I can become that powerful spiritual being which is pure in using whatever we have. In the spiritual sense, we speak of 8 powers. And when we speak or think about our relationship with the Almighty Authority, Father, it is that we can regain our spiritual strength, our 8 powers, and become strong spiritually. You must know these 8 powers, which is actually one. But it's like when we know how to use them in a balanced way, that we feel that we are on top of things. We are getting back our self-mastery. We can use whatever we have from inside on the right moment, on the right place, in the right situation. And so being powerful doesn't mean I can say anything I want anytime, or I can knock you down when I want, but it means that I am the master, so I know what to use, on what time, and how much of it. And this is the real power that we are actually longing for, that we don't blow you off when we need to be soft, and we're not too soft when we need to be strong. So both, both is there. So this is the first color. And when you come to the Brahma Kumaris, you will always connect and see this power. Just look at the backgrounds of many of us. What will you see first? The red, and then combined with the yellow. Yellow is the second one. Remember, red is the first one, and then yellow is the second one, the second basic color. And when we mix the yellow and the red, we get this beautiful orange. Yeah? And so orange, which is then the second one, orange is connected with purity. The color orange is connected with purity. And purity is something that we really long for because we understand on a spiritual level that it is the level of purity which will give me the sense of safety, but it will also be that color, that quality that will connect me with the spiritual Father in a real sense. Because as spiritual beings, we are pure in essence. And the spiritual Father is the ever pure one, who is also called the purifier. So he has that capacity to take away what is impure, to take it off, so that we can again come back to what we are in essence, powerful. And so red, and then is orange. So orange, we connect with as the color of purity. And we also connect with the purifier in that relationship. So from orange, we come to yellow. As I said, orange is the mix between yellow and red. So yellow now is the main basic, one of the main 3 basic colors. And yellow is actually representing joy, happiness. And so yellow, as it stands for happiness, as it stands for joy, is connected with my relationship with the Supreme as my friend. My friend, because it's with a friendship. In friendship that we experience joy. No, you can just be happy. No? And so yellow, as I said, as one of the main basic colors, one of the three, stands for joy. So now from yellow, I will go to the next basic color, which is, you help me, which is this three. We had red, we had yellow, blue. Very good. So the third one is blue, but within the mix from the yellow and the blue takes us to green. Takes us to green. So I will invite you all, you can go and play with colors from today and check what color it comes when you mix it. But it comes to green. And green is the color of love.
Yeah, deal with.
Hello? Someone in here? Green is the color of love, spiritual love. Many people say red is the color of love, but spiritually, green is the color of love. And green is also connected with the relationship of mother. So the relationship with the Supreme as my mother is the relationship of love. And this is something that you have to feel it. And I must say, I always heard it. You know, God is my mother and my father. There is some echo somewhere, some voice coming through. Can you check it technically? I don't know what it is, but it's there. And so this color of green, spiritual love, is the color that we connect with the relationship with the loving mother. Very interesting to think of this one. Because we say God is our mother and father, but to experience God as the mother, this will be the experience of love. Love that comes with care, that comes with surrender, that comes with so many things, which you can see in the love of the mother and the child. So this love is so interesting, and the mother relationship with the Supreme, who is a being that we can't see. So when I start understanding this Supreme Being as my mother, my spiritual mother, what will be what I receive from this mother? What will it be? The nurturing care, no? The nurturing care. You see, when we look at mother and father in physical context, we still see this, that the specific roles that the mother will play in the family, the specific role the father will play in the family. The father will be there for discipline. The father will be to make sure that there is enough for everyone. The father, that is the role the father plays, even now. But the role the mother plays is the nurturing and the sustaining one. And so my relationship will bring it out. My relationship with the Supreme as my mother, which is depicted as the color green. So green is also the color that is used for the relationship lover and beloved. Lover and beloved, because it's all about love. And again, the relationship of child and mother will come on when we go to blue. Because blue, no, blue has two hues of blue. There is the light blue and there is the dark blue. And in the light blue, it will be the experience of peace.
Peace.
Peace. And peace is also connected with the relationship of mother. But in the next sense, that the mother will be the one who cuddles the child. You know, the relationship with, in which we can experience the peace as is. Because we say peace is the main quality, original quality of the soul. Like the basic one is purity, and the main one is peace. So if we experience peace, what will be the expression to the outside world? It will be the expression of harmony. No? Harmony, harmonizing. And in that harmony, that is what the mother normally also will do in the home. So it's like two things there. And the light blue standing for peace, and the dark blue is connected with knowledge, with wisdom, with truth. And so this relationship of teacher, the one who will bring me there, the one who will share the knowledge with me, the one who will help me along with understanding and progressing in my life, the relationship with the teacher. And to understand that what is my relationship with the teacher? If I have a good relationship with a teacher, I myself will be a good student. And a good student has the quality of learning. Good student means that I want to learn. I'm really eager to learn new things, to learn changes, which is transformation as well. To learn that nothing is impossible, which is a big thing. Because in this relationship, if I'm a sincere student, I will change every moment because I can see that things can be different for me. Even though from the outside it might look the same, but for me it changes. My perspective changes because I am learning. And the more you learn on a spiritual level, the freer you become. It is the unknown that keeps us in fear. But once we start knowing, we become free. And when we are free, we can dance. Now, isn't it? And so I'm just going through these colors because when I, like I can talk myself, the more I start understanding the basics, the more I now can also understand that when we use these colors which are ingrained in the soul originally, in their pure form, all these colors will have their own expression to the outside world. For instance, if I use the power of love, Then there is something with our internet here. Just checking with you. Is it okay? The internet is very unstable, but it's okay with you? Someone can answer or signal? It's okay.
Yes,
Okay.
it's okay for me here. Suriname too.
Ja,
Yes.
ik hoor wel goed. Ik hoor wel goed hoor, zuster Loes.
Okay. We have some instability here. And so from each color and color combinations, there is a next set of virtues. And so the virtues are the expression through my actions or sense organs, as you like to say. How do I use that certain color, that certain power, that certain relationship in that what I'm doing? And this is very beautiful to think of because, for instance, if we say, okay, for instance, if we say, you know, my color has always been green, and now I understand green is love. And now I understand that love is very important for me. This is my main thing. Everything I feel, it should be love. Just give an example, no? So when now this is my color, that means that love is very important to me. I give it the first place in the qualities that I always want to use. So, but love is there, but how will I express it? If I express love in relationships, if I express love in situations, if I express love in the things I do, if I express love in love for myself, there will be many virtues that go with it. So if I say I love myself, which virtue will I use? For instance, there will be self-respect. Self-respect or respect is a virtue. And the virtue comes from love. You get me? So many virtues are there, and the virtues are connected to the main powers that we have, the main qualities that we have. And in that main quality is also my relationship with the Supreme. Yeah? So when we say we want to become all virtuous, it means that I have to work on all relationships and also understand how those relationships will color my behavior. If I say love is my main one, so this respect that I have for myself will also express itself to the outside world in respecting others. And the way I respect others will also be different. Like the respect that I show to my grant will be different from the respect that I show to my partner or the respect that I show to my boss. You understand? Although it's the main virtue, but the expression will be different. It will be different, but the basis is the same. So if I work on the root quality, then it will be easy for me to be virtuous and to use respect in all layers of my connections and relationships. It will not be difficult for me. You understand? But if I don't have that level of self-respect, because I don't work on that quality, how can I shower it to others? It will be difficult for me, but we all want to be respected. And if I don't have the self-respect, I will start taking it and claiming it from others, blaming them, they don't give me the respect, I am not respected, and so on and so forth, because I will look into the outside world to bring it to me instead of the other way around. And so just bring it back to holy. If I want to color you with green, I cannot go and take your green to color you. I have to bring it out from myself so that I can color you with the green. No? Is it clear? Is it clear? And so for all of us, when we start looking into these main qualities, many of us have heard this before, that when we talk about qualities of the soul, it's easy to call the whole list. Purity, peace, love, and on. We just call them 5 or 7, depending on how we use it. We call it, we name it. It's easy to name it. But then to understand that how will I use it to bring it out, and the colorful me will be shining. You understand? And then there is a very interesting thing here, and I bring it back to my childhood days, because this evening it just popped up, and I didn't remember this thing. You know, when we were young, small children, we used to play with glass. You see, when we had this thick bottles, Spur Cola, and they had this old soft drinks bottles. They were quite thick glass material. And when we had a broken bottle somewhere, we used to take these little pieces of glass to play with. You remember the older ones of us you used to play with the glass, and then you will put it in the sun rays, and then you will see different colors. I don't know if you played with a glass like that before. You will, when the sun falls on it, then you would see different colors. And we will be so happy when it works out. No? Same as when we see the rainbow. When we see a rainbow, it makes us very happy. Especially when it's showing us all these colors that we just named. No? We see the same colors in the same sequence, and it's bridging, and it makes us happy. But it's not that there is a blue band up there or there's a green band up there. It is the reflection of the light and the condensation of the water. And we perceive it as, excuse me, I have to turn on the battery. Just one more. Battery is going. Just one more. Yeah. So it's our perception, and then we see colors. It's a whole mechanism with the eye and the lens and the focus and so on and so forth. But to see those colors in the rainbow has something to do with how we perceive it. And it's very nice to understand that, because also in our spiritual life, if I am ready to look and see the virtues of others, it will also color me. And it's a deep thing for us to practice, because It is there, but it's my perception so that I can see it. Because each and every one of us is virtuous. We have some virtues that we are using in our lives. Some more, some less, but there are virtues that we are using in our lives. And sometimes we see it, sometimes others see it, but sometimes we don't see it. And if I can't see it, then it makes things dark. It makes things, just to say, there is no color to things. You know, we use this as an expression. No, when there's color to things, things makes things easy, make things light, brings happiness in us. But when we see there is no color to things, when we say this is how they say about people who are depressed. You know, they don't see that there is differences. They don't, everything becomes dark and gray, and then there's no happiness. And so for me to start seeing myself as a spiritual being, we also say point of light. But light has different hues of colors. And the light is the expression of what is inside. So starting to look at myself as a beautiful being, which has the innate qualities. It is there, but I have to bring it out. And when I start looking at myself with that eye of love and respect, then it will be easier for me to bring it out, and it will also be easier for me to use it. Because we are used to do things in a certain way. And if we have been hurt, or if we have gone through bad experiences, that hurt can also prevent me to use the colors that are really inside the soul. And so this is where Raj Yoga comes in now. Raj Yoga helps us to start understanding ourselves as a beautiful being, as a spiritual being. And as a spiritual being, my original qualities are there. The original colors are there, but I have to bring it out. I have to believe in myself. Not only believe, I have to experience myself to be that. Isn't it? And so only when I start using it again and again, because I know deeply that it is there, then it will become again part of my way of dealing with things. So the deepest defect that we have is lack of self-respect, lack of self-love. We forget that we are worth being loved, being respected. But first I have to respect myself for who I am. And this is an easy thing, but it's also a very deep thing. Looking at the self, taking time to introspect and see that there is beauty there. There is something that makes me unique. And it's the combination of all the virtues and all the qualities that brings my uniqueness out. I cannot compare myself to no one because my uniqueness is unique to me. No, none of us, not two of us, have the same set of virtues and qualities. And if I can understand that part of it, then it will be easier for me to start working on myself with that respect so that whatever is there, I can use for the benefit of all. And the more I use it, the more beautiful it becomes. But what Raj Yoga helps us with is to understand this, but also to know where is the source of power that we can pull from so that it works for me. Because even if you know something, if you don't have the power or the strength, you can't use it. No, you know it, but you can't do it because you don't have the strength. And so one of the practices that we really have to make serious, and I'm also talking about myself, because one of the practices is, do I understand all these relationships that I can have with the Supreme Being, which we can't see, but you can experience. You can't see the soul, you can't see the Supreme Soul, but you can experience the relationship between soul and Supreme Soul. And so I was just saying that this relationship of mother, I always knew it. And I always thought about it, that I know, but just recently I start feeling on the next level how this mother relationship is working on a more subtle level. That giving that support that a child can only get from the mother in a natural way, and it's not that we are, we are depleted of love of the mother, but that fine, subtle spiritual love that only the Supreme can give to the child as a mother is something very beautiful, because this is where the soul gets that sense of freedom and that sense of being accepted fully. Yeah? Because we have our Lokik mothers, we have our own experience, we are even Lokik mothers ourselves. With that relationship with the divine as my mother, and so each color we can bring it out, but we have to work on it, because sometimes we take things for granted. We say, yeah, God is my father, he is my beloved, but how much am I ready to surrender to that relationship? And so this is something that I really took as a gift, that if I take time to work on the relationship myself, and it's something subtle, no one can do it for you. You have to really work it out and see what it means to you. And then there will be such a beauty, because newness will come and new feelings especially will come in the relationship. So one thing that I always believed in, and still, is that any good relationship is built on virtues. Any good relationship in the physical world, if I exchange virtues with you, we will have a good relationship. But as soon as there is some impurity in there will be something going wrong in that relationship. And impurity is a big word, but simple thing as attachment can break a relationship fully. You see, we think it's normal, but it can break a relationship. Greed, anything. Once we are not on the basis of exchanging virtues, the relationship will come at stake. And so the only pure relationship that we can have is the relationship with the Supreme. And when we go step into those relationships, my father, my mother, my friend, my teacher, so many others, those relationships will bring out the virtues in me which I then can use on this plane, the physical plane, to make the best out of the relationships. And so I think I leave it here and give you some, we can have room for questions or exchange or anything to make it deeper for all of us.
Om Shanti Loes Ben.
Om Shanti Nandi Ben, happy to see you.
Welcome back
You.
to welcome back from Madhuban. Welcome to Guyana. But I have to take leave now, so I'm just no questions from me. So I'm just saying hi, bye. Okay.
Bye bye. Happy to see you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Nice to see you too.
Bye.
Ah, uh, Sister Luz, thank you. You are clear all the virtues with this all of the disease because you are a doctor. So I'm to ask you one question. As you are a doctor by profession, so my question is: if you have a lack of any color of life, for example, love or bliss, it will affect our body because in the cardiac hospital, in the gate of the cardiac hospital, I read one slogan: if you open your heart with your relative and friends, you should not go under to the bypass surgery. You have not open your heart to doctors. So, if the lack of the any virtues like the bliss or love, we will it affect our body because body.
Yes.
So these all colors. Can you explain to our uh, friends
Yeah.
around in house so they can understand which colors may affect our body or disease?
Yes. Thank you, Kaushik Bhai. Kushi Bhai, I call him lovingly. Yes, there is a close connection with the qualities, the colors, you can say, and our organ system. The organ systems, we have different organ systems, and I didn't want to go into depth of that because that is a whole next chapter. But every organ system has a connection with one of the colors, one of the relationship, one of the basic qualities. And what you said about the open heart surgery, if I open my heart for the real surgeon, I will not need the open heart surgery, which means that the expression, let me see it properly, the expression of what happens with the depletion in the soul will be through the body. And it is known, people call it psychosomatic diseases these days, many, but there is a close relationship with the different colors or the different organ systems connected with the different main qualities of the soul. And during the time as we as souls went through what we call the cycle of time, it means time, life after life, after life, after life, we lost that connection with our true self. So instead of being in that spiritual consciousness and being in that fullness of who we are as souls, we lost it in due time because we shifted to the material consciousness, the body consciousness, the action consciousness, so many names you can give it, so that we lost that close connection with our real self. And because as souls, in essence, we are very powerful because as souls, our closest connection is with the Supreme Soul. But when we lose that connection, when we lose that sense of it, we start taking from the material world, we start taking from the perishable things. And because we start taking from the perishable things, things become shorter and shorter and shorter lasting. And also our health. And health is something because the body-soul connection is very close. It's very intimate connection. So whatever goes on in the soul will also affect the body because our thoughts, what we create, the quality of the thoughts will have a direct effect on the quality of the bodily systems. And so people are wondering how come that these Brahma Kumaris who are really practicing getting so old. Like this daddy got 104 years of age, the next daddy will be 100 of age within the next days. How come? Because the depth of their practices also affects how the body functions and how the body is their partner. But many of us, we lost track. We lost track. And so because we lost track, whatever thoughts we create, which are deviating from the pure thoughts about ourselves, about what is our capacity, those thoughts will create vibrations, and those vibrations, which are not so pure, negative or impure, as you want to call it, will affect the bodily systems. And all of us, when you do a check for yourself, you will also see that when you are a little bit stressed out, when you are not on the balanced track, that some of your bodily systems will always play up first. Some people will start coughing, others will start having low back pain, because we bring those vibrations also to the body when it's like impure energy. And so Raj Yoga meditation helps us to clear it out. So that is why when we are real yogis, we will see that our lifespan increases. We can deal easier with bodily situations because the quality of thoughts and the quality of pure thoughts, the quality of connecting with the Supreme will also help in the healing processes of the body, of the bodily organs, of the cells. Is this an answer to your question, Maiji?
Yes, sister. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Om Shanti. As the beginning start, which color will I choose? And my thought was black, but I haven't heard anything mentioned on black. So can you explain?
Okay. The thing is, black is no color. Black is no color. As white is no color as well, because these are reflections. And the thing is that the reflection of light will give that sense of the color. As I said, you know, it's like reflection and perception. And so when there is the reflection, when there is full reflection, we say it's white. And when there is no reflection, we say it's black. And this is a thing that people, you know, like black is actually no color, but it is like a mixture of all things. And they say also like, you know, black will not show you the real color. And so why is my love for black? And you can check yourself. Because gradually also, when you grow spiritually, there is also a shift. You see, there is also a shift in my preferences for color. And so when you start understanding it's the reflection, black is not reflecting, white is reflecting the most. No? So think of it.
Yes, very interested to know it's not a color. Because as we play Pagua, and you can see when you put all the colors on your face, you become so dark. So that's
Yeah. Yeah. And so we didn't speak about the last one, which is violet or bliss. It's the color of bliss. Violet, purple. It's the color of bliss. And that is the color that you get when you mix red and blue. So when you become powerful and knowledgeful, you will be blissful. What about that one? Because bliss is something that is so deep, you cannot explain what it is. You only experience. Yeah.
thank you for that. Others can.
Sister Luz, but if children using dark colors, what I've learned from a sister, she was a teacher, she said that it's an expression of fear.
Yes. Yes. You see the dark colors, this is real because the soul in itself loves light. When the soul is free, the soul is open, there is the love for light because we are light. No? And this safety, that is where fear comes up.
So sorry we lost Sister Luz. Hopefully she'll be back.
Mr. Saraswati, is it today that you all celebrate 50 years of Brahma Kumaris in Guyana?
No, sister.
Sister Luz will be online within a moment, and she will do that meditation. If you have any question, you can ask, then we'll go for meditation. Let Sister Luz to come on Zoom.
No internet. So we will do a little commentary, meditation. Mhm. Can you hear me?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sister Luz, for sharing so much with us. We are able to open up to learn so we can be free from within ourselves with all the beautiful virtues.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
that's well.
I
Very,
guess everyone so
very
much to
interesting, the colors.
yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Luz.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Look at your hibiscus.
Thank you, everyone, too. Good night. Om
Right.
Shanti.
See you in the morning.
Yes.
We should get those colors. How should